Hello guys, quickly disclaimer, trading Forex has a level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. This video is for educational purposes only and no setup given should be seen as a recommendation. No, there's a lot of things to cover, so please quickly pause your machine, get a pen and paper so you can write this down. There's a lot that I'm covering and that's why I'm doing the video now, so that you will have the information tomorrow morning. Right, early up tomorrow, 5:30, Euro, Australian Reserve Bank of Australia rate statement and interest rate decision. We looked at the inflation numbers. We don't feel they will increase or decrease rates. Inflation is up from 1.2 to 1.5%, I think. So they are still on track. They need not to decrease rate. The interest rates that they cut earlier in the year already gave us economic growth. Same with New Zealand dollar, Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock. There's also a press conference, rate decision at 10 o'clock Wednesday night. They also, I don't feel they will cut rates any longer. They already cut rates twice last year, the end of last year, October, November. We saw that inflation from there 0.2 up to 1.3 already. So huge boost in the inflation there. We don't feel that they need to cut rates any longer. They are on track. And the other one is Friday. That is the Canadian dollar. Please go have a look at what is happening with the participation rate, the net change in employment, and the unemployment rate. So not really numbers that I'm looking for. Maybe the employment rate. So yes, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Those are the ones. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and Canadian dollar. Now looking at the market real quickly. First of all, commitment of traders. I'm looking at the euro. I'm seeing that everybody is less bearish now. Everybody's starting to get bullish, and I like that because we still have overlap to the upside. We have impulse waves down. I'm going to show you that in a minute. And then we have overlap going up. So that shows me that it's a good area for the euro to go short. Look at this gaps. There's a place to short and the market went short. There's some place to short and the market went short, and I believe we're up there again. We need to short it now. Short the euros, short opportunity. So let's quickly look at the market. This is the euro bouncing on the trend line today. I still feel from the top here at 0872. That is a 5-wave decline with the WXY. Very long overlapping wave here. This is a correction. I do feel that the euro will break down soon. As long as 108.72 can stay in place, I'm looking for short euros there. This is a 5-wave impulse on the pound from these bottoms. Now many guys will label this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't feel this is the correct way to label this. Many guys want to do this. 3, 4, and 5. I disagree with that. I do feel that this is the correct labeling, that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's the 5 waves up to wave 5. This is a 3-wave down as an A leg. This is a 3 waves up, an expanding flat there, and I'm looking for a C leg down. So the idea here is to buy the pullbacks on the pound. The other ones that we're looking at, quickly running through it. Japanese yen, we said earlier that this will break down. We're going lower here, maybe the reversal at the 50% at 110, and then I believe the reversal will come and the dollar will get bullish. We're going to look at the dollar just now. Nothing else. New Zealand dollar will maybe be in a triangle here as the dollar breaks down. I do feel that the New Zealand dollar can give us one more higher, maybe complete a bearish butterfly. There's the left, there's the 786% bounce there. Didn't take out the lows, that's the 786, and now going up to the 127. So look out for that. Maybe that area there at the 127% will give us short opportunities. Australian dollar the same, also in some sort of triangle longer term. And we can see the overlap now, maybe one push higher than the reversal. The reason that I say that is if we go to the dollar index, I do feel this is my correct wave count. I did label this as an ABC to buy wave 2 at the 618, but the market did not take out the highs. This can be a 3-wave pullback, ABC as the B wave, and now we're looking for this market to come down to maybe finish this bullish godly down there at the bottom, or maybe a bullish bat, who knows. And the reason I say this, if this dollar comes down, this Japanese dollar will come down. We will turn at the 50% here. We will turn at this wave 2 here, take out the highs. The safest at the moment, buy the break. The safest at the moment, buy the break. Or if you get some bullish confirmation at the bottom, buy it with our stop losses below those support areas. Looking at the first one, Australian Canadian dollar, this trade is working out. We took this 5-0 pattern, buying on the 50%. If you put in our fibs from the top to the bottom, we can see this market bounced exactly on that 50%. Past support, future resistance, and support again. And now the market rallies and we're going upwards. Nothing else that I'm looking for. We're buying Australian dollar again. So I have 2 or 3 positions open on this, longer term and shorter term. I leave my longer term open for our 112 target area, and I get in and out with my shorter term entries there. So the half of them I take shorter term entries. I'm waiting for the pullback to buy again, and I'm just leaving the others to run. The other currency pair that we were looking at is the Australian dollar against the euro. Euro Australian dollar, that is a completed double bottom. If this resistance can break, for the new guys from PE, please buy it with an hourly close above that resistance, and you know where your take profit should be. So this is a perfect example for you to get used to how to trade a double bottom. Remember that resistance is in play, so that double bottom is still just market noise unless it breaks above that resistance. Then that double bottom is in play. You can buy it, and the minimum target there is around 141.60. Euro Canadian dollar, there's a good price, 42.25. That's a good area to short. The reason that I say this is a symmetrical triangle. 80% of the time it will break lower, and if I go down to a daily chart, I can see a very nice, some sort of evening star against that resistance there. So if the market breaks higher, go into that supply zone. Perhaps we can have a sell-off from that area, and I do feel or do think, yes, it is a 786 as well. So 42.25. That's the area that we're looking to short. Euro pound, both scenarios are valid. I can look at an equal X target here at the 50% at 86.50. Look for short opportunities or a possible bearish bet. Selling only up there at 8800. I do feel the longer term view is an A, B leg. This is the first and second wave, depending on how deep it will go up. To sell it, stop losses above wave B, and we're going down lower to our 80 cents area. So let's see how that plays out. Euro yen is at the bottom of my bullish flag now. This is a WXY scenario. I'm looking for places to get long here. I still feel 125 is the correct target. A little bit higher, maybe 127 perhaps. I do feel this is the 1, 2, 3, and 4 now. There's also 5 waves in wave 3. So I'm looking for some confirmation here to get long in the euro yen. That also tells us that the dollar yen will rally. Some other pairs that I'm looking at, pound to Australian dollar, just a breakdown here into that demand zone, and I will buy 61.75. I'm looking for one more low. If the price gives me a lower low, that will be good if my RSI holds the divergence there. This is also a bullish bat pattern. That is 5 waves up, and I'm looking for the pullback and to get long. So again, pound, long. Pound to US dollar also showed me long opportunities. Pound Swiss franc, looking at this, this can be a 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a very long 5th wave. AB looking for a C leg, and this also complete a possible godly or a bat pattern. So that also tells us to buy the pound. So we're buying the pound against the euro, we're buying the pound against the Swiss franc. Euro, Swiss franc, correlation with basically the same currency pair. Pound yen the same. This is also telling us be long pound, be long dollar. Alright. This is long pound and long US dollar JPY. So short JPY. US dollar JPY and pound US dollar tells us the same thing. Now pound New Zealand dollar, I do feel this is also some sort of pullback that we're going higher from here. Also tells us to buy the pound. And those are the ones that we're looking for. So please bear in mind, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, be aware of those pairs together with the Canadian dollar fundamentals. And I'm looking at those currency pairs. Thanks, guys. I will do your update again tomorrow. That is, my apologies, on Wednesday. First of all, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, that is Tuesday, 7 o'clock, mentorship. For the guys that missed tonight, this is your video update. I will be offline until 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Have a good evening, guys. I hope this helps. Keep you well. Bye-bye.